Hello, I am Rachel Lavelle, your demographer, and today I will be presenting a population issue in Japan and a policy to assist with it. Japan is a country located in East Asia with a population problem. We have an aging population which causes other population issues on its own. To understand the situation, a demographic analysis must first be done. First is crude birth rate. There was a post-World War I baby boom in the 1920s causing a spike. It plummeted in 1938 and 39 due to focus on a military rivalry between Japan and China. There was another decrease in 1945 and 46 due to the atomic bombs dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, followed by a second baby boom after the end of World War II from 1947 to 1949. When those citizens started having children, it caused a spike in the late 60s and early 70s, followed by a gradual decrease to be further explained later in this presentation. In comparison, the crude death rate had gradual changes. There was a gradual decrease that ended near the 80s due to medical advancements, but as life expectancy increased and the population aged, more people were at the age where they were likely to die. Moving on to the life expectancy graph, there was a drop from 1920 to 1925 due to a post-World War I economic crisis. There was another drop from 1945 to 46 due to the previously mentioned atomic bombs, which caused both immediate deaths and long-term effects, such as radiation illness. Following this, there was a gradual increase due to medical advancements, allowing people to live longer. COVID-19's effect doesn't appear here because the graph was made in mid-2019. Next is fertility rate. There was a sharp decrease in 1966 because it was the year of the fire horse, which has a superstition surrounding it. Following this, there was a gradual decrease due to changing societal norms. After this, there was a small increase due to Japan's early population policies. The last graph is of infant mortality rate. The whole graph is a gradually decreasing exponential function due to medical advancements being made which would have had a more noticeable effect earlier on. Moving on to the population pyramids, the first one from 1960 is in the third demographic transition model, or DTM stage. The 2021 and the 2061 are both in between the fourth and fifth stages. The post-World War II baby boom can be seen moving up the three pyramids, and the transition from a low to high life expectancy is clearly shown, as is the decreasing fertility rate. Lastly, the first pyramid has a medium dependency ratio, and the last two have high ones. From this demographic analysis, a conclusion can be drawn. Japan's aging population is related to the low birth and fertility rates. According to an article in The Diplomat, the high dependency ratio means that the working population, who are at the age where they would have children, is economically burdened, which leads to lower fertility rates. According to surveys done by Nippon, under 30% of Japanese adults feel that society makes it easy to raise children. The fertility rates are below the rate of replacement, which is 2.1 according to the BBC. This means that without action, Japan's population could be eliminated. According to a report done by The Economist, as of 2018, Japan's main population policies include government-subsidized parental leave, childcare, and child allowances as an answer to fertility rate decline. They have also attempted to educate their population about fertility. However, they said that these policies were too short-term in nature to work. This suggests that indirect measures that affect society, rather than targeting individual parents, would work better to gradually make the country a better place for having children. The proposed plan is to make different aspects of society more tolerant and flexible to families. This mainly includes the expenses of things needed when raising children, such as sanitary items, clothes, education, and houses, and protocols for parents at workplaces such as parental or maternal leave, reintroduction into the workplace after children, and flexible hours for those with younger children. These measures will need funding and attention, thus requiring a long-term mindset of the government and any related parties. In the long run, the population should begin to balance out and reduce the economic burden. Should city areas become overpopulated, a possible contingency plan is to use sparser areas to support the growing population. City areas are naturally of high density, but communities with low density areas that are green on the map would be built over time. Thank you for listening to my presentation.